Hi everybody, welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel. I hope you guys are ready for today's stream. It's gonna be weird because 2025 is already weird. I don't understand why it's so weird already, but it is. It's just a strange, it's only January 16th. It's only January 16th. And we've already got Elon Musk fighting with a YouTuber. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? What is gonna happen the rest of the year if this is already the start? Okay, we have January 16th, right? January 16th, and Asmongold and Elon Musk are beefing. 4 days later, on Monday, Trump is going to take office. Right? So that's going to happen. Then we're going to have, in Canada, we're going to have the Liberal leadership race. Then we're going to have whatever the hell's going to happen in the United States Congress. Like, what the F is going to happen this year after the billion-dollar CEO genius of SpaceX, Twitter, Starlink, etc. goes to war with a fucking YouTuber over whether or not he cheated at a video game. How crazy is that? Like, seriously. How insane is that? I'm just I cannot I'm I cannot fathom where we are right now in the societal zeitgeist if this is what is going on. And I've got a couple of videos about it, plus some other videos that are not Asmongold related. Got a Clownfish TV video, got a Simon Dan video, got the Conan the Barbarian trailer for Mortal Kombat dropped today, so we're gonna watch that. Got a bunch of different videos to watch. So please get ready for the fun. I hope you guys are ready. Hello, Midnight in Exile. You're funny. You're not my dad. Stop telling me what to do. That's funny. I like that. That makes me laugh. Oh my goodness. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start we're going to ease into things, and then we're going to check on the Asmongold situation. I don't think we're going to jump into that right away, because I don't want to spoil the fun, as it were. I think we'll start with something else. But thank you for sharing, Midnight in Exile. You're awesome. I went to comedy school on a scholarship. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a 2-stream day today. We're gonna do the YouTube stream, and then we're going to do the Twitch stream later on. But first, our first video is going to be called "Public Transit is Actually Amazing, You Chud." That's a great title. I love that. I wanna figure out what this is about. Let's see.
Public transportation, the future of America, but one that many Americans are slow to accept.
Okay.
While other developed nations have advanced railways, Americans choose to stay isolated in their automobiles, increasing pollution and refusing to be culturally enriched by other passengers. Why? For many, this is out of fear. Right-wing panic has spread across social media as
I kind of like this. This is obviously satirical.
disinformation merchants have convinced people that public transit is non-preferable, even unsafe. But today, we're on a journey to prove it's perfectly safe, environmentally friendly, and culturally enriching.
Culturally enriched. I don't think I've ever been culturally enriched by taking public transit.
Oh my god!
What? I don't think I've ever been no. I don't think I've ever been culturally enriched.
By visiting every train station in the country. Our first stop was a nearby station in the New York subway system.
Oh.
First, we had our intern disguise himself as a poor person who doesn't own a car, which was easy because we don't pay him. Well, I've been here at the subway station for about 15 minutes, and I've yet to witness a murder.
I've yet to witness a murder.
A statistical anomaly occurred. Given how out of the ordinary this was, we saw no reason not to repeat the experiment.
I am loving the satire.
A startling finding to be sure, but one that needed to be replicated for it to mean anything. We sent another intern in. Believe it or not, Chud, there's no scary Michael Jackson impersonators to be afraid of here. Is he okay?
Is he okay? Oh my god, this is too funny. It's true though. Fucking, you hear about so many horrible things happening on subways and buses in the States.
But to allow 2 isolated incidents to malign an entire enterprise seemed wrong. We sent in another intern. Alright, I'm at the... After several more statistical anomalies, we made the decision to try a different subway stop. Incredibly, this time, our intern made it onto the train.
After he got beaten up.
So we met him at the next station. And now we're preparing to ask him how his time...
That it better not be my intern!
The train's on fire. Or the intern's on
The
fire.
statistical anomalies kept piling up. But how could that be possible? We knew we needed answers, so we decided to ask an expert.
Gustav.
Fortunately, we found somebody local. So we were able to pick him up and bring him back to the studio for some questions. Every single one of our unpaid interns died on the subway, the transportation most frequented by cheap labor. How can...
What's transportation most frequented by cheap labor? I'm glad I chose this video to start the stream with. This
Can that
is
be
great.
possible when the subway system is safe and deaths are a statistical anomaly? You're correct that is a statistical anomaly. These things don't happen on the train. No, they don't. What explains this? Well, I've been working on a theory. It appears that on subway systems, statistical anomalies happen more often. In fact, almost half of what happens on public transit is a statistical anomaly.
Oh my lord, this is amazing. What a wonderful way to start the stream. I love this.
Fascinating.
This
So what you're
is
saying is
great.
nothing can be done to make public transit more desirable. Oh, on the contrary, we can make public transit infinitely more desirable to people if we come together as a community and make private transit worse. After investigating and
Make private transit worse. Oh, God.
speaking with experts, we learned that hubs of public transit are strange places where
They
statistically
are
unlikely
strange
things
places.
happen.
The amount of weird shit I remember seeing at the terminal downtown. Holy moly. Like, just even the people that aren't homeless and mentally ill are just mentally ill and wandering around shouting at things. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then there's the meth heads that are fighting while they're waiting for the bus. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
All the time. Things we're told never happen occur every single day. In fact, this phenomena seems to extend to large cities as a whole. But given that the things
Michael,
constantly happening
what's
here
up?
are, in fact, anomalous, we feel confident safely recommending that everyone ride the subway. For 60 seconds, I'm Dr. Mac.
It's hot out today. Immodesty's a sin!
That was awesome. What a wonderful, funny way to start the stream. I enjoyed that. That was funny. I really did find that amusing. That was incredibly amusing. I enjoyed that. You know what? I think what we'll do is we will start our Asmongold check-in with our Charlie video, our Penguin Zero video, and then we will check in with our Asmongold video, which is newer. So this is called Elon Musk's Pathetic Meltdown, and this was as of 2 or 3 hours ago from Penguin Zero. So let's take a listen here and let's see what he has to say.
Elon Musk is a worm I like to shoot spitballs and throw tomatoes at from time to time because he is a jaw-droppingly embarrassing specimen of pure cringe that it is impossible to fight the urge to clown on him. Yet, whenever I do, and whenever anyone mentions Elon in a less than flattering way, you will have the most unlovable Cro-Magnon swarm you, dogpiling like it's World War Z zombies, to try and defend Elon from whatever the slight criticism or jokes were about him.
It's true though. The people that are so full of with Elon's private parts are just pathetic, and the way that they make fun of you for having things like Google Premium, right? Meanwhile, they've got a check mark, and they've had a check mark since Elon bought the thing, or bought the app, right? And it's turned from making fun of people for having a blue check mark to making fun of people for not having a blue check mark. And it's so pathetic.
These gonad gobblers will always blow my mind because I don't understand this brain off worship of Elon Musk. Everything they hype him up to be, he is the opposite. He is not cool.
No.
He generates AI images of himself where he's not like this meatball-shaped man. He is not...
A meatball-shaped man? Is that really what he's shaped like? A meatball? That's kind of funny.
for free speech like they like to hype him up as. He's not a champion of free speech by any means. In fact, I personally think he is someone that is firmly against it in almost every single instance. Like, he personally banned the word cis. He actively bans things that hurt his feelings, and today I think is a great example of that, and hopefully will be a mask-off moment for a lot of people, and open their eyes to the fact that this is not a guy who's for free speech and is not for you. Like,
No, he's not. He's for himself. Anybody that thinks Elon Musk is for them is a special kind of special. Because there's no way that somebody that rich and that well known is got that way by thinking of other people. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to get into it, but do we even need to talk about the H-1B take? Like,
No.
come on. He's not looking to hire you. He doesn't want to know you. He doesn't want to employ you. He wants the cheapest labor, and he wants everyone to be constantly fondling his sack and being really, really nice to him because he's our special boy.
Yeah. That's exactly, Charlie has hit it right on the head. He thinks that he's special, and so therefore he does all these, and he's got the money to get away with doing all these random weird things, as awkward and strange as they are, because he is rich and he plays it off as, oh, I'm just autistic, or oh, I'm just rich, or oh, I'm just this. He's very cavalier about his attitude.
It's so embarrassing. So,
It is.
what I want to talk about today is what I think should be a very clear example of how Elon uses his power and where he actually stands on
Hello,
free speech.
cannibalistic.
He is having a textbook crash out over gaming. Earlier this week, Quinn made a beautiful video that's breaking down the fact that Elon Musk is not the one who piloted his Path of Exile 2 account to the top of the leaderboard.
No, it's very clear. Judging by the way that Elon Musk operated the game mechanics of just simple picking up loot, simple attacking of a boss and not being where you should be, in like standing outside of a specific target range, and you should know that range if you are the level that Elon's account is supposed to be at. So these are two of the many things that show that he's cheating.
It's not a conspiracy, it's not grasping at straws. When you finish that video, and I highly recommend you watch the whole video, it will be very clear, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Elon Musk was not the one who actually got the account to where it was. He instead gets permission from the boosters to play on it and flex it for his Twitter streams. He didn't know the very basic fundamentals of the game. However, I will say that his catastrophe of a stream while trying to show how great he is at gaming was enough to make me get back into grinding Path of Exile 2, because I've been slow rolling it for a while. I was still on cruel difficulty, but then watching Elon the bumbling buffoon try and play Path of Exile was like actual rage bait to get me to go back in and grind hard. So now,
oh, that's funny. That's funny. That Elon played so badly that Charlie was like, that's it! That's it! I'm gonna play and grind the shit out of this game just in spite of Elon Musk.
I'm up to tier 3 waystones in the end game.
Awesome.
It's so fucking fun. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. The point is, Elon Musk knew nothing about the game. It was very clear. And the big thing...
Yeah?
Might not want to watch the Asmongold thing entirely because it's like an hour long.
Okay.
But yeah. Also, Pete Gustin's going to go live with his call-in show in a while.
When I never get those notifications and I'm subscribed to him.
Oh. I know, but if you want to call him, you can.
How do you call him?
You just call him. It's a phone number.
Oh.
But yeah,
thing about it wasn't even that he had someone boosting his account for him. It's that he was just in this complete denial and trying to convince people that he is the best gamer alive. Like, this game's a little too easy. I'm on max difficulty, swagged out mode, and I'm just kind of breezing through it because I'm just that good at games, that kind of thing. It's his reluctance to just be honest about, like, hey guys, I like this game. I don't have time to grind it, so I paid these people to grind it for me so that way I can get to the end game and, play the content I want.
Yeah. That would have been better. He still probably would have had people that didn't like what he didn't like the fact that he paid people to play his account and get him to where he wanted to be. But at least if he was honest about it, excuse me, then he would probably have gotten less flack for this than he did pretending that he did this by himself.
It wouldn't have blown up to this degree.
No.
I still think that would have been a little silly, and people would have still absolutely made fun of him for it, but to a lesser degree.
Yeah.
It just, what's the point? Why are you paying someone to boost your account? If you like the game, why not just play it on your own time, even if it's not that fast, and even if you're not top of the charts? But for Elon, the reason is because he wants everyone to view him as God's gift to humanity. So
That's, yeah. It's an ego thing. You don't, a normal person gets to the, if they want to be at the leaderboard in the first place, they grind to get there on their own, right? They don't pay for somebody to get them there for them on their, they don't pay for somebody to get them there and then take over. And then they don't get angry when it's called out.
like, I'm one of the best gamers.
Yeah.
Check the
No, you're
stats.
not.
And he didn't achieve it. It wasn't him. And when Quinn made this video, it very much hurt Elon because
It
the
did.
gamers that he's trying to appeal to were privy to the fact that he's not the gaming god he claims to be. And that damaged him.
Well, as in the first video I watched, was it yesterday? On stream? It was about, Asmongold was talking about his Elden Ring build and how his Elden Ring build was basically ridiculous. And as in ridiculous as in noobish and completely like unsustainable. But he still played it. He still played the game. And that was more real than whatever the hell this Path of Exile gameplay is.
So, I knew he was going to have a comical response, but I didn't expect it would be this absurd.
Mm-hmm.
To set the stage for what happens next, Asmon and many others covered Quinn's video, as well as other people's content talking about how it was impossible that Elon was the one that actually played on that account because he is just dog shit and knows nothing about the game.
Well, and it's not just the fact that he's dog shit and knows nothing about the game. It's the amount of hours that you would have to put in to get to that level. And he's the CEO of like $4 to $5 billion corporations. So when does he have time to put in like the 2, 3, 4 hours a day at least that it would take to grind your account to level 97?
Asmon covered this, he talked about it, reacted to the video, and today, Elon went on Twitter and had this to say. Asmon behaves like a maverick independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not...
Yeah, you're not wrong at midnight. Elon paying a team of people to full-time grind his character to max, claiming he did the work, then spurging out when he gets caught and called out for his lies is apropos of the boomers and is apropos of today's boomers / bootstrap civil war. You're not wrong.
not his own man. He then leaked his DMs with Asmon where he said, this is Asmon, I'm going to see if my editors might want to make a second account for it. And then Elon replies, sure. Who are these mysterious editors?
These mysterious editors? Holy shit, Elon, are you that stupid? Like, Asmongold streams for multiple hours a day. And do you really think that at somebody that streams that long and has that many chatters is going to edit his own clips at this point? like, I'm sorry, but that is dumb, Elon. Come on.
He actually sounds like that news anchor. Who is this 4chan?
Yeah.
Like, how can someone be this fucking out of touch and stupid? I will never cease to be shocked by the
Who are
absolute
these
idiot
editors?
potion this guy seems to be boofing on the daily. Like, how? What do you mean, who are these mysterious editors? Do you not know what editors are?
Well, it's not just do you not know what editors are? Do you not know how many hours a day and how large of a YouTuber Asmongold is? And like, that's, of course he's got editors clipping his videos and uploading them for him. He uploads multiple times a day from his streams.
Holy shit. So then, Asmon explains, 2 guys, links them, and then they basically run the entire YouTube account, lol. So basically any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and they can just get a cut of the ad rev. It's a super good system, to be honest. Almost everyone on YouTube does it.
Yeah, it's true. Most of the larger YouTubers do it that way. They have somebody cutting or editing and uploading for them, and the editor gets a chunk of the ad revenue, and that's how it goes.
And then there's a community note there, which says what should be obvious to anyone with a functioning frontal lobe. Elon Musk seems to think Asmongold is an employee with editors overseeing him. That's incorrect. Asmongold's editors are actually his employees. They upload his content for a revenue share. They don't control what he does. And then Elon Musk proceeds to take away Asmongold's checkmark on Twitter.
Asmongold is pretty sure Elon is boomerang and thinking editor like a publication editor. The editor of a newspaper kind of thing. Well, even editors of newspapers sort of do what YouTube editors do. They just do it for print articles. Right? You submit the article to them. They go over it. They're like, okay, here's what's good, here's what's not. They slap a title on it. And then they print it in the paper. So it's pretty much the same thing. Like, because the editor will chop out something that shouldn't be there, or maybe add something, or they'll add a photo, or what. Like, it's... No, they don't?
He's thinking editor-in-chief.
Ah.
As in the boss, as in JJ.
Ah, the guy that goes, you go write this, you go write this. Okay.
That's what he thinks as an editor. That's what everyone's pretty sure Elon's doing. It's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
You remember that thing Elon was like really adamant about, you know, how check marks were kind of like weaponized?
Yeah.
Hey, Elon, you're doing that. So, the free speech guy, you're taking away his check mark because he hurt your feelings, fundamentally shadow banning him, because without a check mark, his replies and his engagement go way down and you won't really see it anymore.
Yeah.
You're shadow banning someone who hurt your feelings.
Yeah, that's literally what he's doing. He's mad at Asmongold for calling him out, and therefore taking away his checkmark, which I think is absolutely hilarious. I think for somebody this this powerful and this important and this rich to get this angry because he gets called out for not being as good of a gamer as he says he is. Like, dude, the fact that you're doing this, right? The fact that you're acting this way shows that you're not as good of a gamer as you were, as you think you are. Because if you were a good gamer and you were confident in your skills, you wouldn't care. right? You would do the stream redoing the campaign of Path of Exile. You would prove to Asmongold in a heartbeat and everybody else that you didn't cheat. And you would do it with a smile on your face and you would laugh about it.
Elon is just that fucking sensitive. In fact, sensitive doesn't even really cover it. Like, my cock gets sensitive when it gets sucked for too long. I'm like, ooh, ooh. But, like, that's sensitive. Elon has reached a new level of sensitivity I did not think was even achievable by a human being.
No.
It is just fucking flabbergasted by how soft he is. He has all the money in the world, but is beyond insecure to the point that I can't believe he's a real person. This has to be some kind of, like, Android protocol that's been sent from space, from, like, space Redditors, in order...
Space Redditors. Is that, like, the same as Space Cash and Space Jail?
to see, like, the limits of cringe that can be pushed. Come on! He's talking about editors, and then saying Asmon needs his editor's permission to post things. He lacks the fundamental understanding not only of Path of Exile 2, but of life!
Yeah. No, Asmongold doesn't need his editor's permission to post things. It's just that his editors have access to post on his account.
Like, of living as a sentient being. How can you even reach that conclusion? I mean, I know how he reached that conclusion because he is a turbo moron who can't, like, activate neurons and think. So he saw the word editor and made the assumption that it's like the editors that will oversee someone's work in the journalism sector.
There you go. Even Charlie said it. Just like the way Pincalo said it. Like an editor-in-chief.
And he gets these dots, these breadcrumbs that he starts connecting from out of fucking nowhere about how, well, Asmon is actually just a pawn of his editors. That's not just wrong, that is just blatant misinformation.
Yeah.
He is actively engaging in misinformation, making it seem like Asmon has a puppet master above him, these editors.
Yeah, these quote-unquote editors that these are these quote mysterious editors that freaking that do whatever, or that make Asmongold to do and say whatever he does and says. Oh my lord.
That he has to answer to. And then he abuses his power to take away his checkmark. He is actively doing all of the things he says he is super against, and all of the people say that he hates and will never do. He does it. I don't see how a single Elon Musk nipple-suckling leech could see this and conjure up some kind of excuse for it. There's no mental gymnastics that could possibly exist to justify this behavior. It's the epitome of everything people hate. It's cringe.
It really is. It's not just cringe, but it's what's the word I'm looking for? It is not a self-fulfilling prophecy. It is oh, come on, BP. The way he's behaving is it's proof. That's the word. It's proof that he didn't play his account on his own.
It's sensitive. It's an abuse of power. His feelings got hurt, so he used his power as the fucking chief general of Twitter to take away his checkmark because he hurt his feelings. And then he goes on to leak DMs. How could you possibly look at that and be like, no, that makes sense. Elon was in the right here.
Yeah. Like, even if they're, like, Asmongold doesn't care that the DMs were leaked. Because I was watching his Twitch stream earlier, and he's like, there's, like, nothing in those DMs. But I think it's a lot of people are feeling like it's the principle of the matter that he shouldn't have leaked them. Oops.
Checkmark because he hurt his. It's an abuse of power. His feelings got hurt, so he used his power as the fucking chief general of Twitter to take away his checkmark because he hurt his feelings, and then he goes on to leak DMs. How could you possibly look at that and be like, no, that makes sense. Elon was in the right here. Like, let's say you just love Elon. You know what? I'm not your dad. You can like whoever you want, like whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. But why do you have to like something and then love everything they ever do? Why can't...
That's a good point. You can be a fan of somebody and not like something that they did. Right? Like, you can like a musician and be a big fan of a musician and not like that, for example, they got in a drunk driving incident. Or, you know, you can, like, it's there, you don't have to go, oh, I love everything they do.
Can't you be more receptive to, like, you know, I really like Elon, but this was a bad look. I didn't like what he did here. I think this was pretty embarrassing. That's called being normal.
Yeah.
For some reason, people just can't be normal anymore. If you like something, you have to be obsessed with it. You have to fucking love it. You have to be, like, snorting that drug constantly and shut out and hate everyone who pokes holes in it. It's so weird. I don't know why people want to live their life this way. They just want, like, the black and white. Elon good. Anyone who said Elon not good, they're bad. Elon good. I don't know why people want that. No one likes to think anymore, and with the way the internet's gone, you don't have to think anymore. You can just wait for tweets to tell you what to think, or even chat GPT to tell you what to think.
Yeah, that is unfortunately true. You don't have to really do any actual research. All you have to do is type into ChatGPT or Grok or Google Gemini or whatever, a question, and it will spit out an answer for you.
Yeah, I guess it's just easier to live your life on, like, drooling autopilot mode. But I would argue that you are doing yourself a huge disservice in life if you just live this way. Where even if you really like Elon, whatever, why not just be receptive to the idea that he's not infallible? Maybe he does make mistakes. Maybe he is cringe sometimes.
Yeah.
And you can acknowledge that, recognize that, and then at the end of the day, still like him if you want. It just...
Yeah. It is okay to recognize something that is cringy and dislikable in somebody that you like. That is very possible. Like, sometimes in interviews Nickelback's Chad Kroeger, he gets a little bit preachy about, I thank God for this and that, and I thank God for what, and it's like, oh God, like, come on, right? It's just kind of cringe to hear, right? But that doesn't mean I don't like the band. I just kind of take what he says at that point with a grain of salt.
It just doesn't compute with me, and of course it's not exclusive to Elon. It's a very normal thing now all of a sudden where if you like something or like someone, anything that is brought up that's negative about it is like the end of the world to you, and then you spend hours a day arguing with bots on Twitter about it and defending the thing you like. I just don't get it. Elon Musk, I think, is just the best example of this phenomenon because his fan base does PR for him as if it's their actual job. Like
they really do. And like I said a few minutes ago, it's they all have the blue check mark that they paid for, right? But they all laugh at you if you didn't pay for it, or if you pay for a different premium service on a different app.
They are professional PR drones for Elon that he doesn't even have to pay. Because they're in the trenches every single minute of every single day, suckling on him, arguing on his behalf, shutting down any criticisms against him. It's just so embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as Elon himself. So yeah, anyway, I had to talk about this. Because what an incredible response from Elon to just take away Asmon's check mark and then leak his DMs where he completely misunderstands that editors aren't like his overseers. It's so, oh my god.
It's not just that. It's the fact that Elon was so petty to just, I'm gonna take away your check mark.
He got noted.
Who did? Oh,
Musk.
Elon?
Yeah. For that Maverick tweet, he got noted.
Oh.
Look, I just looked at it. I just saw it on the screen.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick bit of a look at this video. It's kind of long, so we're not gonna watch the whole thing. But we are going to take a bit of a listen, and then we'll take a look at some other videos. This is Asmongold's side of things. So this is him, he says, the title of this is, as Elon Musk just leaked our DMs.
Wow. Oh, what a day. What a day already, huh? All right, so we got to step back. I think it was on Thanksgiving. Elon hit me up. He was like, what's up? And, you know, we talked for a bit, and he was talking about, like, what I would want to do to, like, maybe upload content onto X, right?
Okay.
Onto Twitter. I told...
So Elon approached Asmongold and asked him to upload content on X, which makes sense. Because Asmongold has a large audience. So if Elon can get Asmongold to start uploading over there, he can get some ad revenue out of him.
Told him, like, basically, this would be something I'd be down to do, but I wanted to check with my editors. I think that there was a communication breakdown here. Because I think that Elon thought that what I meant by editors is like the New York Times editors. So then that happens, and we kind of like stopped talking, and it was like, all right, yeah, we'll see what happens. Because another person from X reached out to me, and I think I was going to join like their Discord, and I told them like I could help consult with like, you know, doing video stuff too. I told a couple of people, but like I'm not going to go out and be like, yeah, this guy messaged me. To be honest with you guys, I've talked to a lot of well-known influential people.
Yeah, like, you don't need to brag. Oh my god, Elon Musk DM'd me. Oh my god, so-and-so DM'd me. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's kind of cool, right? Like, and I guess, like, sometimes if you're a fan of them, you might be a little bit excited. But you don't need to, to absolutely lose your shit if they DM you.
You know, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's just a guy, right? I mean, like, what the fuck? And so, like, yeah, who else? I'm not...
Oh, man. The stuff that Zach's showing, or which video are you watching right now?
I'm on Zach's right now.
Oh,
I
okay,
just started it.
Okay, yeah, you might want to just hurry to the end. You gotta speed through some of it, because he gets yammy.
Okay.
Like, when he starts to get yammy, zip through.
He's just giving us the intro right now.
Yeah. Okay, you're good.
Make a bunch of lists, right? I mean, I don't go and do that stuff. 4chan is right. You are a Jew. Well, we'll get to that. I do want to make one thing abundantly clear. You will not find that on my early life Wikipedia part, okay? I'm German.
I'm German.
The opposite.
Okay, Asmongold, there were German Jews. Just saying.
So, get that out of your fucking head. But anyway, so this happened on Thanksgiving. And obviously, like, you know, I've been critical of some of the things that he's done, like with Twitter, etc. But overall, I've been pretty positive about it, and everything's been good, right? I didn't really talk to him at all about the H-1B visa thing and, like, the Sam Hyde video.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't really sure how he'd... I wonder... I never asked him if he watched the Sam Hyde video.
Oh, I bet you he... Dude, if he fucking watched this and knew that you said that he was a fake gamer, he watched Sam Hyde's video on him. I'm surprised he didn't react the same way, quite frankly.
I should probably ask him that. But anyway, we'll get to that too. I apologize that I was gonna write everything out on Twitter and explain it all, but I'm lazy, and so I just didn't. And
I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I love that. I feel that, Asmongold. I feel that very, very much.
you were just gonna go live and I'll just explain it all. But I'm explaining this extemporaneously, right? So you've got to assume that there's gonna be some inconsistencies. I'm gonna be back and forth, etc. So anyway, so yeah, I had talked to him and we had interacted positively before, and you know this was good, not really a big deal, everything's fine. And so anyway, you admit that checkmark removed because the disagreement is fucked. We'll get to that.
Yeah, it is fucked, but I hope.
And so anyway, you know, everything's been fine, everything's been good, and then basically I react to the POE video, and we have Elon and I have a disagreement in DMs, and a brief disagreement, and this of course was at I don't know, like 2:30 in the morning, which is you know, like
normal, which is your normal internet beef time. It is. It's everybody beefs with each other in the middle of the night on the internet.
That's pretty much usual, right? We had disagreement about this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, whatever. And I went to bed, right? Because I was tired. And I got up the next day, and that was yesterday. I guess it was yesterday. Mm-hmm. And so then he had unfollowed me. Mm. And who started the DMs? He did. He did, yeah. And so, yeah, he had messaged me. And so, if you want to play WoW, we wouldn't have Ashes of Alar. Yeah, basically.
That's funny. So, Elon was the one that started the DMs. And Elon was the one that unfollowed him. That's funny.
Show the DMs? Well, no, I wouldn't show the DMs. You know, like, I thought leaking DMs was, I thought this was bad, this was bad etiquette.
If he watched that Sam Hyde video, he learned absolutely nothing from it and rejected it whole cloth. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Midnight. If he watched it, he very clearly did not embrace any of the things that Sam Hyde had to say.
Right? This is bad internet etiquette for me to do. He did. And also, like, you have to understand that it could also be against the terms of service. And one of us, two of us, one of us owns the website and the other one doesn't.
Good for you, man. Like, just because Asmo or Elon owns the site and apparently doesn't give a fuck about terms of service and leaked the DMs doesn't mean you should. So, I mean, good for you. Right?
So I'm not going to leak the DMs, okay? No. But basically, I said to him, one of the things I said to him is, I said, level 97, you know, don't you think you're flying a little bit too close to the sun?
Well, he's not wrong. I mean, like, come on. Level 97 when you're that bad at playing the game and you have so much work that you have to do, like, really?
You know, or something like that, LOL. And, you know, it was, you know, a conversation like that. And that's basically what it was. And what a crazy day. And so, which, I mean, I think that's true. And anyway, so this all happened, and I woke up, and I had like 3 of my like real life friends texting me. They were like, "Bro, like, so what the fuck is like, what's going on?"
Wow, it trickled into his real life, where his real life friends are texting him and like, Zach, what's going on between you and Elon Musk?
Like, did he really take your check mark away? And so, I didn't do, like, when I went to bed, I had the check mark and I had the gaming thing.
Yeah.
When I woke up, I had neither.
Oh wow. So he lost his check mark and his gaming whatever it is.
Then I had the check mark. Then I had the check mark and the gaming thing. And now I only have the check mark. So just so we
That's
are all
funny.
clear on what happened. So go to bed, check mark, and gaming tag. Wake up, neither.
No check mark, no gaming tag.
Later, check mark, but no gaming tag.
Okay.
After that, check mark and
game-
gaming tag. Now, check mark,
No gaming.
no gaming tag.
So he's got no. Right now he's got no gaming tag, but a check mark. That is, and it went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. That's crazy.
This is what's happened. I'm not mad about this. I'm not angry. To me,
It's pathetic.
I think that
Can't get angry.
I think that he will get over it, and he will see where I'm coming from. I think that in any sort of a group, if you don't call out bad actions by people, they multiply, and there's no need, and nobody he'll see my point of view, right? He will. He'll see my point of view, and this is the way I see it, man. You can't go and you can't do this in front of everybody and expect for people to say that the emperor's got new clothes.
No. You you absolutely cannot expect people to just be like, okay, this is fine. Everything works. It just works just fine. Don't worry about it. Like, no, you can't expect people to just wholesale accept that you cheated and then that you not only cheated but you get called out for cheating and you remove somebody's verification.
You can't do it
No.
because it makes everybody complicit in a known lie. And you bought Twitter because the world was compelled into being complicit with so many known lies. And so, if I'm calling this out, don't view it as a virus or like anything negative. This is the inoculation. I'm saying this so we don't have the same type of fucking weird biases, double standards, and bullshit that he and I have complained about for years. For fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
And so the thing is, and I'm not saying like you're not the worst person, is not the terrible guy or anything.
No, he's not evil. He's just fucking special. Like, what's the word I'm like? He's a sped right now. He's spurging out over a video game, over being called a cheater at a video game. How many people have we called cheaters at a video game? So many people have been called a cheater. It's not that big of a deal.
Anything like that. But come on, man, you get 97's too high.
Yeah.
And if you want to have somebody play your account, that's fine. But you can't go and act like you played it yourself.
No.
Like it's not a big deal.
Like when I first met Pincalo and he played Eve, right? I had a character, okay? But Eve was not accessible. So Pincalo operated the character for me, but I got to pick the skills, right? But I did not play Eve. I participated in clan stuff or corporation and alliance stuff, and I participated in the operation of my character, but did I actually play the game? No. So for me to be like, oh yeah, I played Eve. Like, I used to say that, and now that I look back, I shouldn't have said it because I didn't actually play the game. I just sat there and was like, okay, do this. Do this. It's ridiculous.
So he's mad at you for defending Pirate? No, this, well, actually, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe that is why. I have no idea. And so anyway, that's what it was. And so anyway, this is what happened. No gaming tag because I'm bad. So, okay, the reason why I don't have the gaming tag is because I'm bad at video games. That makes sense. Well, anyway,
you're not as bad at video games as Elon apparently.
So Elon messaged me and not messaged me. Elon tweeted about this earlier, and now the community. This is so funny. This community note tag has gone back and forth. Listen, guys, I don't need anybody defending my gaming abilities. So now we have what happened today. Okay, so now we have what's happened today. And Elon can also treat this as my formal application to the Trump administration's video game czar position. That they
the video game czar position? Okay, that's funny.
They can create for me. I think that if anything, this shows my my lack of bias and my ruthless pursuit of the truth.
That's funny, CW. That's amusing.
And so that's okay. Anyway, Maverick Independent. Yes, Asmon behaves like a Maverick Independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man.
He is not his own man because he has editors. That's where the he is not his own man things comes from. Okay. I saw that on the Dick Serto article, and I was like, where is that coming from?
And so, anyway, what he's referring to is he's referring to a conversation we had. And I said, I'm going to see if my editors want to make a second account for it even. This was in response to uploading content onto Twitter, right? Yeah. And so and he says, sure, who are these mysterious editors? And then these, I mean, you know, leaked. These are my two editors. They basically run the entire YouTube account. Absolutely true.
Which is, like, that's not... Fuck. Like, fucking... Look at all the work Pink Hollow does on my YouTube channel. Like, that's just... Ooh. Oh, no. Pink Hollow's my... Like, what is the... Like, this is so stupid.
And so basically any content I upload is edited or uploaded by them, and they get a cut of the ad rev. It's a super good system, to be honest. Almost everyone on YouTube does it. He says, of course, interesting. And
yeah,
so...
Interesting. I'm so interested. This is so interesting. He's acting like it's
he
like
interpreted me saying that I had editors as like a formal publication saying that I have editors.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you that I do deliberate with, you know, not only editors, but mods and friends of mine. And we talk about like content, like obviously like, hey, yeah, like for example.
He's Mr. Burns and Lex Luthor.
My editors were the ones who suggested that I played the, 5 Hearts Under One Roof game, the Korean dating simulator game. They said, hey, this would probably be a good game. And so I said, okay, I'll try it out. But this is a collaborative relationship, right? I don't view myself, I don't like telling people what to do. I don't like having other people tell me what to do. I don't view anybody as working for me. Obviously, you know, there of course is going to be like some degree of hierarchy, but the reality is that these are people who have worked with me for years. And so collaborative, but I mean, you obviously have 100% veto power or the ability to do what you want, right? Well, yeah, of course I can upload what I want.
Well, yeah, it's his channel. It's his channel. Of course he can upload whatever the fuck he wants. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit.
It's 1.5 million views. Well, it was uploaded 22 hours ago, which means that it was uploaded at about 2 p.m. yesterday. Right. Well, I was live at 2 p.m. yesterday. So how could this video have been uploaded if I had just reacted to it? Well, it's because I have my editors doing it as well. And so that's the way that I have it. And then I also have another editor that's doing my YouTube shorts as well.
There you go.
And then I had another guy that was doing TikTok, and then there was like an issue. Like I got a new job, and then like now somebody else is doing it, and like I don't have any communication with the people that run like my TikTok stuff right now. They just do whatever they want.
Well, but still, it's just for him to act like this is a big secret, like nobody else has editors on YouTube, is so stupid.
Answer. I don't know. Some of the people that manage my money will just message me occasionally, and they'll say, hey, we're going to move over a large amount of money into these investments. Let's have a conversation about it. We do, and then the money's moved, right? That's about it. And so, like, I don't really think about it a whole lot. And so, yeah, it's that simple. Don't you think Elon is just joking, having fun?
No.
I think that... So he says, basically, this is what he says. No other way to say this. But while Asmon is good at caustic commentary and making fun of people, he is not good at video games. Shrug.
Oh, you know what? You don't have to be good at video games to be a gamer. You don't have to be like the top tier, top of the leaderboard, good at every single video game to be a gamer. And I've found, even watching Asmongold's Astrobot gameplay was really, really entertaining, because Asmongold was engaging. And holy crap, you're playing No Man's Sky and you just found a boar with the wings. Wait, you just found a butterfly. Oh, you just found a boar with the size of an elephant with butterfly wings the size of a 2-year-old. What the fuck? That's crazy.
And so I obviously retweet this. And I say, where did it come from? Leaking my DMs is one thing, but this is absolutely uncalled for. Which is like, again, we're just fucking around. Like, I don't take this serious. I don't give a fuck. It's not.
No, that is, if you think that Asmongold said that out of anger and not out of, ha ha, this is hilarious, you don't understand Asmongold's sense of humor.
Not a big deal to me at all,
no.
Right? It's whatever, and that's fine. Beats Elden Ring, not good at video games. Yes, exactly. And so that's really the way I see it. Should I have linked your rank 1 star Augur parse? I mean, the thing is that I don't even. This is the way I look at it, right? It's easy to say that you don't care about being good at video games when you don't want to have to, when you're doing something bad. There are a lot of video game accomplishments that I could say, yeah, I have this or that or the other thing. But at the end of the day, I really meant what I said when I said that I don't really care about being good at video games.
I don't care about being good at video games. I just want to be able to play them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want to be able to load a game and play it without going, hey, sighted person, please come help me. Do you know what I mean? That's what I want. I don't care if I'm good at the game. I don't care if, or whatever, like, I just want to be able to play it.
So it's not really relevant to me whether, somebody thinks I was good or not. It's just not a big deal. And anyway, that's really it. And so I am Quinn's reaction. Okay. Let me see if I can find it.
Let's skip a little bit ahead.
Well, 96. He's gonna be like,
No, but you can't do it like this. It's too fucking obvious.
Yeah.
You can't. It's too fucking obvious.
It is.
Do some, level 97, bro. Top, but his ego's too big for that. It's too big. He's like, no, I want to be the highest rank possible so I can brag to Joe Rogan.
It's the whole brag to Joe Rogan thing. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. It's the whole thing about talking to Joe Rogan about his whole gaming prowess. He and there's no way Joe Rogan even understood half of what Elon was saying. It just, so of course Joe Rogan was impressed by it.
And then Joe Rogan has no fucking clue what's going on, so he's gonna be like, wow, holy Elon, Elon, you're so good. How you? I was like, I don't know how I do it. I've got all these things in my head. I've got 12 things in my head right now. 12 things. There's 12 things in my head. And then I'm playing the game, and then I'm looking at my screen.
And you want to know the worst part about it? Is the fact that Quinn didn't even get his checkmark taken away.
No, he didn't. He didn't, and he's like openly mocking Elon about this, but he didn't lose his checkmark at all.
Wait. Quinn Rex? Yeah, there we go. Like, he didn't even get his check. Like, he didn't get in trouble. Like,
Nope.
Crip got in trouble. I got in trouble. Quinn didn't get in trouble. Quinn made the fucking video.
Yeah.
That's not fucking fair.
No. Quinn made the video, but he didn't get his checkmark taken away, but Asmongold did.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I'll watch the rest of it.
Dog. There's a dog on my laptop. And at the same time, I'm trying to read the chat and playing the game, and just, there's just so much noise.
Yeah.
I need to quiet the demons that are within inside me. Okay. So that's why I go big dick in games, and I become rank 1. It allows me to see the code. I can see the Matrix because
Oh my god, this is too funny.
I am Neo. I am literally him. I am half man, half god. I am Elon Musk.
Oh god.
So it's okay for Quinn Rex to do that, but not for Asmongold to be like, aren't you aiming a little too high there, sir? Aren't like, what the fuck?
Okay. Well, anyway, so Elon's all about free speech. But when you talk about it removes your checkmark, this isn't believing consequences to speech. I think that he will see my point of view in time. And I understand that he's probably annoyed by it, and he might feel a bit...
Yeah, I remember Rogan talking about Quake, and himself being addicted to Quake.
Betrayed, but I feel like I'd be betraying him if I didn't talk about it, because if you want me to be honest and you want me to have a platform that is, I think that in general, like for a number of things, Elon and I are very much aligned with like the viewpoints that we have, and people might not like that, but it is a fact, and so I can't use that and then be basically, making stuff up and defending it.
No. That's obvious. Let's skip a little bit more.
I look at it. And if you're not, I feel like you always try to be fair when you talk about a topic and try to stay away from getting anything personal. I do. I really try to be, really try to be fair. And I think that in some cases, people might think that my fairness is wrong. They might think that I have the wrong viewpoint. But I think that, for example, with like my takes on, I think TikTok is very split. There's a lot of people in the audience who are not fans of my viewpoint on TikTok. And then you have other people who, like, I think best example is Pirate Software thing. A lot of people didn't like that I initially defended, like, what Pirate Software did. Like, and, like, how he played in Dire Mall.
Who cares? Oh, right. I heard about that, where the leader of the op was like, run, run, run. So everybody ran.
And people were really angry about that. But I came to that conclusion myself, and I just decided that because I thought that was what it looked like to me, right? Now, it doesn't really matter to me whether other people agree with it or not. The reality is that if I think that it makes sense, well, then I'm going to imagine that's what happened. And also, like, another point with Quinn, you call him out with the PoE thing, then you call him out for wanting to stream on X, aka you guys are connected, so he felt betrayed.
I don't know if he felt betrayed. I think he just didn't want his ego bruised.
Yeah, no, I definitely, I could see that, and I don't really think that's the case at all. I mean, I don't look at it that way, but, you know, sure. You were wrong initially, though. Do you have bias, though? I try to not cover topics that involve people that I'm close friends with, because I think that bias will leak into the coverage, and I don't want to misinform people, right? It's the same as like a judge recuses themselves of a case.
Yeah. That's a good policy. Like, you don't want to cover something that you're close to, really. It's not really the best to do, because you don't necessarily have the the ability to keep yourself separate from what you're covering.
And now Elon Musk is mad at me. I'm like getting my verification taken away on Twitter, and it's like it just doesn't matter what I do. People are gonna have something to say about it, you know what I mean? That's just it. Yeah, whole checkmark thing is authoritarian, in my opinion. The exact thing both of you hate. I think so too. I think it was dumb to take away the checkmark. I think that he realized that, and that's why. Let's see. Do I have it now? I still have it.
Okay, so he still has his checkmark right now in this video, but which sucks, because he should have it.
I'm waiting for my gaming checkmark to come back. Hopefully it's gonna be soon. You know, I'm just waiting. You know.
I would want my gaming, like, if I had a gaming thingy, I would want it more than a verified.
No, just turn it back on, man. Come on, you know that's what's fair.
Yep.
You know that's what's fair. Crip doesn't. Crip got his checkmark taken away. I was gonna tweet him. I said, does that mean I have to pay you $8 a month now? Okay.
That's funny. And it's even funnier because Asmongold was saying, you know, he was saying, everybody's all upset about this, about me being attacked, and I'm the one being attacked, but I don't care, and everybody else is all upset. It was really funny to listen to. He said that on his stream today. So that was very amusing. Let's see what other fun. Oh,
this is
speaking
so
of
stupid.
the pirate software drama, I wanted to cover this. Yes, we're doing a lot of Asmongold stuff tonight, but I want to learn about this. It's a shorter video too. It's only 10 minutes. So we'll take a look at this. Pirate software viewers hate me. So we're going to quickly take a look at this and see what this is about.
This is so stupid. So Pirate Software released a video where he was talking to me about Ashes of Creation, and a lot of the viewers, and by a lot of, by the way, it's very important to say, a lot of the viewers, this means a handful of retards, right?
Yeah. There's still, you can have 1,000 people in a room, And a lot of people can do something stupid, and a lot of people could be like 100 people or 200 people. That doesn't mean all of the people.
Right? But there are some of them there that are unhappy. I'm going to see if there's like any more of the comments about this just so I can scroll back up. Okay, no, there's not. All right, let's see here. And where do we go? We're right here. Okay. So I saw this tweet, and we'll look at what he said. A lot of people are mad that I talked to Asmongold recently about Ashes of Creation. I can see all of your comments and messages about this through YouTube and here on Twitter. In this instance, another creator made a disparaging video about the game, and Asmon didn't have enough game knowledge to talk about it because he hasn't had the chance to play it.
Which, that's fair. You can't make any comments on a game if you haven't had a chance to play it.
This immediately makes the audience have a negative opinion of something nobody would have otherwise to say.
Right.
I have over 500 hours in the game, and I refuted the video made by the other creator. As Asmongold's channel was the flashpoint for this, it makes sense to talk to him about the situation and clear the air of bullshit. Yeah. We did this live on Twitch the same day it happened. In the internet today, if you don't say something, then the room will fill up with people who do.
Fact. That's the shitty part about the internet, is if somebody says something regarding you and you don't make a quick a statement, it just blows up.
I chose to help set the record straight with this, and I'm glad to have done so. If you want to cancel me for talking to him, that's fine, but I would do it again given the chance. The developers don't deserve unwarranted hate. So there are a lot of people who are unhappy about the fact that Pirate Software talked to me.
And that's weird. I don't understand. Like, I still don't understand this. Why Pirate Software people are upset with him for speaking with Asmongold.
Can't just avoid politics in your community.
No.
Really? Because it seems like he just did. Doing a video with someone who is the worst choices in games is so openly misogynistic, transphobic, and racist is a baffling decision. Asmongold is a detriment to games in every sense.
What the fuck? Asmongold is a detriment to games in every sense. How? Like what? His existence in on YouTube is a detriment to games?
Can I ask the question? Why do people think that... I can see why they think I hate women, and I can see kind of why they think I'm racist.
Yeah. I honestly, I could see why they think he might be racist before I could see why they think he hates women. I don't see the hating women thing.
Why do they think I'm transphobic? Is this like a Thanos connecting all of the Infinity Stones? Yeah, what did I do? I'm really trying to think about it. What did I do that was transphobic?
Who knows? Who knows what you did that was transphobic, my friend? It could have been anything.
You were trans and yeah, I was trans and Valkard. It's friendly fire.
You were trans.
No, I don't think that's it. No, trans flag didn't like you? Yeah, I'm not sure. And yeah, I played Harry Potter. Yes, Hogwarts Legacy. That is a good...
You played... Oh, that's it. That's it. You played Hogwarts Legacy. That's why you're transphobic.
Good point. Yeah, there we go. They watch 5 minutes of your content. They'd see that you aren't any of those things. You're not agreeing with them. If you are racist, then you have all the other isms and phobias. Well, it's like, I just find it to be really, it's the sports thing. Really? That's it? That's it? That's, like, everybody thinks that, though. Who doesn't think that?
A lot of people. A lot of people. It's crazy that how many people don't think that Asmongold. The people that think that trans women should be allowed to compete with regular women.
Is that kidding me?
Nope.
Oh my god. It's the way you talk about the subject. If I wasn't a viewer for years, I would think it maybe. Yes. And so anyway, now, I'm not even racist. I know. And there were some people that were mad that I was being called racist. I was reading some of the comments about this, and some people felt that it was stolen valor.
What?
They said Asmund isn't racist. He's never said anything bad about black people. He hasn't even named the Jew. And he doesn't even think that, you know, we should deport all the Indians.
What? Who is the Jew? He hasn't even named the Jew. What does that mean? I'm confused by that statement.
This guy doesn't deserve to be called racist. No, we're the racist. This guy's faking it. It's like it's stolen fucking valor. Out of context clips. Oh, people love that. But yes, there were a lot of people that were mad about it. Here's one thing to keep in mind. A lot of people are upset about the fact is the reason why my videos about games are so popular, it's because most people agree with me.
Yeah. Because Asmongold doesn't have crazy out there extreme takes. He just has your pretty normal, pretty run-of-the-mill video game takes.
Now, on Twitter and on a few other social media platforms, there is an enclave of mentally ill people that have acted as a force multiplier for each other's mental illnesses that have convinced themselves that I'm a Nazi. But the reality is that I actually think most people agree with...
Welcome to the stream, Kozar. Yes, I am totally blind and I can hear chat.
me. And if they
I've
didn't,
got
I
it
wouldn't
pulled
be
up
seeing
on
so
my
many
phone
people
here.
watching the videos and agreeing with them. That's the truth. And I think that a lot of people feel the way that I do, and they really appreciate what I say because nobody else has the balls to fucking say it.
Yeah.
People don't want to say what I say because they get hate like this, and they
they get hate, and they're also, a lot of people haven't been on the internet for as long as Asmongold has, and so they're not used to the hate.
cry about it. That's it. Same shirt as in a video? Wait, really? Oh yeah, actually, you know what? I think it is. Yeah, so that's the reason. And in Critical Drinker, well, I like Critical Drinker. Sure, he's good.
Yeah.
And let's see here. I'll figure out. You represent the silent majority? Well, I'm not really I don't think it's a silent majority.
Yeah.
I think it's a very vocal majority too.
I would agree. The majority of people have learned that they are the majority of people, so they're now starting to get more vocal about things.
And yeah, it's funny, this person hates you because you reflect the general population. They're saying the general population's racist, and they'd say that about a normal person isn't hyper-liberal. Well, most of these people are mentally ill anyway. And so anyway, so let me see if I can find this again. And I guess I'm thinking, where's the best way to do this? Okay, so yeah.
Yas. Yas. Good night. I love you.
When are you going to pop upstairs?
Soon. I will pop upstairs in a bit, okay?
Yes, I feel like engaging with problematic creators without addressing why they are problematic and trying to stay apolitical, you're essentially welcoming those problematic groups onto your channel. If you let losers like this control you, they will ruin your career. If you don't believe me, look at the Minecrafters from 2021. They let these pathetic, mentally ill losers infest their community like a cancer, and now it's killing them.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. This is very true. He's this is a very true statement. I never thought about it that way.
I don't really think it's a big surprise at all. Yeah, I mean, you can try to capitulate to people like this if you want, but if you do that, you're gonna end up hurting yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, problematic to muted word on X and normal people. Well, I use the word problematic as well. I do. But I just want everybody to know that, you know, all the people that are crying, that are unhappy about this, saying the people who have cancel culture's complaints, yes. Absolutely based. I'm not going to stop.
Well, nor should you.
I'm going to keep doing it. And comments like this, and people that are getting in these support groups crying that somebody did a video about me, They only make me. There are two genders, but infinitely many mental disorders. I remember I did say this. This was in 2016.
And he's not wrong. That comment is as true then as it is now. There are only true two genders, but infinite numbers of mental disorders. Yes.
People really didn't like this tweet.
But it's true.
Y'all should have seen. Yo, so you think these are bad? You should have seen the ones I had to delete. We went crazy back in the day. I had to go through and delete a bunch of other of my old tweets because they would get me banned on
Wow.
old Twitter.
That's crazy. If Asmongold had to delete tweets, that is, for me, that's because he's so, to me, like, compared to some of the other creators I watch, he's just so, like, I don't want to say vanilla, but he's just so, like, laid back that for me to think that he had tweets that would get him banned is just crazy.
And so it was unfortunate, but there it is, never delete. I had to delete. I didn't want to lose my account, right? But that's it. And so if you guys think that that's bad, bro, you have no idea. Bring up the 10-year-old post? Yeah, it's not so good. And I can say that without getting banned. Woot. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so all these people do, all of the crying and complaining, it only makes me happy. It only makes me more motivated.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'm upsetting and I'm making the right people mad.
Yes. Exactly. It's always a bonus when people get upset with you because that means you're doing the right thing.
I think that it's working. Mm-hmm. And I think the truth is the fact that these videos are so influential that people need to like collectively try to stop me. I think it goes to show that it's working. And it keeps working. And it will continue to keep working because what I'm saying is the truth. Get mad all you want, but same things are going to happen all the same.
Yeah. And there's no reason why he shouldn't just continue. If I had the platform that he did, I would continue to do what I wouldn't be like, oh, I couldn't say this, I shouldn't say that.
That's it. It fuels it. Yep, that's right. A lot of comments from people speaking up about the game itself, not the person spoken to. They felt like you guys were dick riding the devs. They wanted you to shit on the game.
That's another concept that I don't understand. Like, I've been accused of dick riding for NetherRealm, and it's like, what the... oh, no, I like the game. Oh, no.
Oh no, you want free stuff. We all know that.
Ah!
Well, of course they did, because that was what Narc said, and people like shitting on things. And
Yeah.
But it's another illogical, emotional argument that shouldn't be indulged by anyone. It's just stupid.
It is
So
stupid.
yes, they're losing a culture war, and they know it. They are, and I will continue to push for it, and I enjoy it. People celebrate, yeah. Serious question. I've got a YouTube video to be a content creator. It's a bad idea. They keep throwing isms at me. I'm the most racist guy. I don't know. I have no idea about that. The truth should never be seen as disrespect. Definitely. Meta is cutting 5% of its lowest performers. Yeah, that's what they should do. It's not that you brainwash the viewers, but it's that so many resonate with what you have to say.
I think that's the problem, that people don't like that people have resonated with what Asmongold has to say. They don't like that Asmongold is as popular as he is. I think that's the problem. I think that's the main issue, that they don't like what he's doing and how he's doing it. So I think that's why he's receiving so much backlash for his viewpoints. And that's why the Elon Musk dick riders are shitting all over him too, is because he's not knuckling under, and he's calling out their god emperor Elon Musk, and it's very, very funny and very, very sad at the same time, because these people, like 5 years ago, were shitting on everybody who had a blue check mark. And now that Elon Musk owns X, they all have blue check marks. It's just great. It's too funny. Right. We are gonna switch gears real quick. And this trailer dropped today. Conan the Barbarian is coming to Mortal Kombat, and I didn't get a chance to watch the trailer. Well, that's what we're gonna see. We're gonna find that out. Let's find out if it is the Arnold Conan. This trailer is 3 minutes 10 seconds long. We are going to take a look at it right now. Sounds kind of Arnoldy.
Pets. What grieves me most is that you murdered my pets. Pets. They were monsters.
Ooh, it is. I don't know if that doesn't sound like it's actually Arnold, but sounds like a voice actor trying to be. It could be Arnold. We'll look it up.
Fight!
Oh, I like the sword. Big range with that sword. It's like full screen. Jesus. That sword is like, he's standing half to full screen away, and he is just like beating Quan Chi up to the, oh my god. Nice. That's a grab.
Finally, another swordsman.
You seem way too excited for this fight.
That, I can't tell if that's actually Arnold. I don't think that is. That's true. What?
Arnold is one of the most practiced voice impressionist voices ever.
I might have to see how he plays. He seems kind of straightforward. Doesn't seem very like.
Beware of Shang Tsung. He is a snake. I know what to do with snakes.
This is better. This voice actor, I think, honestly, is better than the Terminator 1. Yeah, the sword, he looks a lot, what's it called? He looks a lot more straightforward to use than, say, Ghostface. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I cannot wait for next week. So next week Conan comes on the 19th, so on Sunday. And on the 21st, the new Diablo season starts. Happy friends. My God.
Finish him. Fatality. Conan wins. Flawless victory.
So both on the same day. Oh, I can't wait. Conan finally looks like a character that I can get behind, because he's got a big fucking sword, just like Ashra does. And so I feel like I could probably get in with him. I have there's a tournament this Saturday for it's called the Way of the Warrior. It's for all blind players from the Kumite Syndicate. So I'm gonna see. I did sign up for that, so we'll see how I do. Considering that I haven't played in a little bit, but I feel like I needed that break. You know what I mean? I feel like I needed that break. Long pork soup. Yummy! Yummy, yummy. Sounds awesome. So yeah, it's I'm excited. I am excited for it. Let's do one more video.
We don't really know.
And then we will probably end so I can go and tuck my kidlets in. Huh? They don't let you do it. So we'll do one more video. I wanted to do this Candace Owens video because it says Candace Owens thinks dinosaurs are what? This is a Simon Dan video. And I enjoy listening to Simon Dan. And I also enjoy laughing at Candace Owens because it always makes me very, very amused when everyone is like, oh my God, Candace Owens is so amazing. And I'm like, do you guys not remember Social Autopsy? Like, do you not remember that? No one does. Like, how do they not remember Social Autopsy? So let's take a listen to this video about Candace Owens and dinosaurs.
Over here in the UK, we don't really know who Candace Owens is, but having recently checked
What?
it out, I can confirm that she has some worrying views, not least on science. You don't want to miss this one. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me.
You're welcome.
Right, on with today's video, which features Candace Owens, and it's taken from the Jack Neal podcast. Now, all was pretty normal for her, I guess, until Jack asked about the moon landings. Here we go.
Okay. So she was asked about the moon landing. Okay.
Go, everyone.
I want to go more into the moon landing, actually. You called the moon landing the Easter Bunny for adults.
The Easter Bunny for adults. Holy shit. Candace Owens thinks the moon... Okay. Okay.
Which I think is hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, that I love that we're talking about this because so what's funny is a lot of people, like, we just have good, like, you have your instinct. I always say, like, your gut is divine. Like that, somebody tells you something and you just go, doesn't really make sense, right?
Okay, but what about the moon landing doesn't make sense? I'm confused. I do not understand. My gut tells me that people that think the moon landing is the Easter Bunny for adults don't make sense. Does that mean my gut is divine and your gut is not? How can both of our guts be divine?
Yes, this is called personal incredulity. It means you can't believe or understand something. Therefore, you don't believe that something.
I don't really know, but then suddenly psychology, what they've realized, and this goes back to Sigmund Freud and then Edward Bernays, who was considered the father of propaganda in America, who was Sigmund Freud's nephew, they realized that if you just keep saying to someone something, it becomes true. And again, the bigger the lie, people will believe it.
I don't know about that. Flat earthers have been saying that the earth is flat for decades and still people don't believe them.
Yeah. No, apparently even some of their own ilk disproved the flat earth stuff completely by accident.
And so what we have is what Scott Adams refers to as the non-expert problem. So your gut tells you, like, sounds pretty crazy that we went to the moon all these times for a couple of years and then we just didn't go back forever and we were just like done.
No, it's really fucking expensive to go to the moon, Candace. We also don't have the technology. We didn't have the technology anymore. The technology became obsolete.
Well, the technology to build the technology. That's the problem.
Right.
We don't have the technology that it took to build the technology anymore. And that's the problem.
Right.
Conundrum, but that's what it is. It's we have technology. Yes, this is what Musk is doing. We have the technology, but we just don't have the industry to build the technology anymore.
Right.
They destroyed that in the 80s.
Like, that sounds...
Of economic growth.
Right.
We went to the moon all these times for a couple of years and then we just didn't go back forever and we were just like done. Like, that sounds weird. And where's the technology? And they didn't even have cell phones. And like, you're telling me this, they live streamed this and there was a phone call. I don't know, like,
they didn't live. Huh?
I didn't come through.
Oh. They didn't live stream it. It was, oh my God, Candace. The feeds were delayed. They didn't, holy shit. Did she actually just say they live streamed the moon landing?
like, it just seems like a little weird for like 1969. But you're like, but I don't really understand kind of outer space. So I'm not going to debate this, but my gut tells me this is all BS. That was where I was.
Yes, and you said it yourself. The non-expert problem. Although...
Yeah. Pardon? Yes, she did. She said the word live streamed, and she also said, I don't understand outer space when the moon is not in outer space. Oh my God, my mind is... Oh,
this does not stop a lot of people telling you things that they've got no business or qualification to do so.
And then what's interesting is like Bill Maher made fun of me for this like a little tweet that I said that, I don't know, the moon landing just seems weird. And whenever the media like tries to make you feel
of course Bill Maher made fun of you because you're stupid.
You're stupid. That's usually for me like the first breadcrumb that like you're onto something.
No. The people that are laughing at you and calling you stupid are laughing at you and calling you stupid because you're stupid.
Because that's what they are trained to do. They're trained to sit here and tell you, you're ridiculous, you don't believe this.
Well, in this instance, I can tell you that you are not onto something. But to be honest, thinking that you are because Bill Maher made fun of you is not ideal, is it?
No. No. Thinking that you're onto something because anybody made fun of you is kind of stupid.
So then I decided to read this document. It was 119 pages. And I know there's a book too, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon. And he just broke down the science in a way that was very digestible. So I didn't have a non-expert problem.
Yeah, you still do, because Bart Sabrell, the author, is not an expert either.
And so there's a basic thing that you guys can do. If you're like somebody who's like, it had to have happened, the moon landing.
Yeah, because it did happen. It actually did. There's actually footage of it. You actual moron.
What you can do is look up. I'm calling this the firmament, but it's the
I'm calling this
the belt. The 200 miles out, you hit the
Asteroid
the Van Allen belt.
belt? No.
Van Allen belt.
Closer to 400 miles, but stretching all the way out to 36,000 miles with an inner and outer belt, yes.
Okay, so there's a Van Allen belt. So we have never gone beyond that belt, right? There's been no human that's gone beyond that belt since the moon landings, allegedly. And not even Elon Musk, when they go out to space, they have to stay, like there is a space station, but like once you get 200 miles out, you hit the Van Allen belt, which has an incredible amount of radiation. NASA has said, like, in order for us to get through it, we'd have to have cement blocks around someone.
I don't think NASA have ever said that, have they?
I don't ever remember NASA saying we need to wrap our astronauts in cement blocks to get them past the Van Allen belt.
Candice. During the Apollo mission, spacecrafts were planned to pass carefully through the belts as quickly as possible, reducing the amount of time exposed to radiation. Yeah. Astronauts spent only a few minutes passing through the most intense parts of the Van Allen belts. That is all.
So I want you to just Google, if you're watching this, the temperature of the Van Allen belt.
Just Google it. Oh my God, I feel like I'm sitting in one of my buddies' houses right now.
Okay, just Google that.
Google
yes,
it.
Please do. And then proceed to misinterpret heat and temperature, which of course are not the same thing.
And you're going to get something like, at the lowest points in the Van Allen belt, it's, I think, 3,000 Kelvin. And at the highest points, it's like 30,000 Kelvin. And then I want you to Google.
Wait, what? It is like we're back at our old weed dealer's place.
What material the shuttle was made out of. And then I want you to Google at what temperature
that would burn.
That would just burn.
Okay, but nobody's like in the Van Allen belt like without protection, dude. You like nobody's just sitting up there without like a spaceship or a suit or anything. They're what the fuck?
And you're just gonna laugh out loud. You go, this literally doesn't make sense that an aluminum alloy could have gone through the Van Allen belt for an hour and a half or 59 minutes.
Nobody was in there for that long.
It just couldn't have happened. It literally can't happen. There's no explanation for it. They just don't even talk about it. They don't.
No, because nobody was in the Van Allen belt for an hour and a half.
Like talking about the Van Allen belt because that part makes entirely no sense.
And yes, you have done just that.
The dog was. Yeah, the dog. That's why they figured out don't do that.
The temperature of the Van Allen belts is indeed that high, but the air pressure up there is almost non-existent. For heat to transfer like that, you need collisions of particles.
Yes.
So conduction or convection. And even though the particles in the Van Allen belt have high energy, they do not carry enough thermal energy because of the low density of particles to significantly heat a spacecraft. The spacecraft's materials and design handle this limited heat transfer with no problems at all. Now,
it's almost as though they were designed for it.
Now, no one is afraid to talk about that. It's a simple explanation correcting your misunderstanding.
And then he went through and he spoke about like the camera. So they allegedly took camera. I want you to Google the temperature of the moon, okay?
Oh my God, here we go again. I want you to Google this like you're some fucking special smart person. I want you to Google this now.
These cameras and just go, hey, what camera is that from 1969 that was able to survive temperatures of like 250 degrees Fahrenheit to like negative 250 degrees Fahrenheit, just like on the moon while they were just like jumping around.
Yes, they were jumping. They were the astronauts. They were boinging around like they were on pogo sticks, Candace.
The same principle I just talked about then applies here too. You're not proving anything with this.
No.
And you're gonna go, where's this camera? Then Google's gonna tell you, oh, actually, they only made 8 of those cameras, and they decided to give them, you're gonna love this, to a guy who makes movies. I'm blanking on the name of this guy.
Of course you are. Because, you know, if it's not like you would have written this down or anything if you were trying to debunk anything.
Who just a couple of years before the moon landing, he's a famous director. He made a movie about outer space.
Oh no, he made a movie about outer space after the moon landing. That must mean the moon landing is fake.
What's it? Kubrick, Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, he has them?
Stanley Kubrick.
A movie director. He got them.
That's simply not true. Again, most of the Hasselblad cameras used on the Apollo missions were left on the moon to save weight on the return journey.
That makes sense because they had a whole shit ton of moon rocks on the return journey.
The thing NASA gave Kubrick was a lens used for space photography. That is it.
Yeah.
So we can't look at those. That technology's been lost.
Yeah,
Stanley
yeah,
Kubrick though used it when he shot the movie 2 years prior. It's like he obviously shot this like fake set moon landing. Why would you give them to him?
As I
Wait, really? You are that naive, Candace?
said, they didn't, Candace.
And it's
But
like,
do you know who he was friends with?
who was he friends with?
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. You don't know this. So he was friends with Jack Parsons, who established the Apollo program for NASA.
Oh my god, he was friends with the guy who established NASA. That must mean the moon landing was fake.
So those two were friends. They were out in LA and they literally worshipped Satan. They were both Aleister Crowley recipients. So they were considered.
How do you be a recipient of a person? They were Aleister Crowley recipients. How? Okay. I think you mean they were Anton LaVey followers. Because Aleister Crowley has been dead for like several years. Like centuries. And Anton LaVey followed Aleister Crowley's writings. I believe that's what you're trying to say, Candace. I think
the religion was called Thelema. They believed that they could create the horror. They read, like, basically, Aleister Crowley was a Satanist, the most well-known Satanist of the time. And he basically, when he was a kid, he read the Bible, read Revelation, read about the whore of Babylon, which would like conquer the nations, and got inspired by the whore of Babylon and created a religion about that, which was called Thelema. And his protege was Jack Parsons. He was the creator of the Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
she does. She's talking about Anton LaVey. She's literally talking about LaVey. Like, everything she just said about him reading the Bible and everything, that's LaVey. LaVey grew up in New Orleans watching people party on in the French Quarter on Saturday night and then go to church and absolve their sins on Sunday morning. And that's why he created I fucking studied this shit for a project. She's talking about fucking Anton LaVey, and this idiot, this Jack McNeil guy is just eating it up. Oh, really?
which became the Apollo program.
Okay, first off, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory did not become the Apollo program. And Jack Parsons was a founder of JPL, but not the Apollo missions. His work helped with the Apollo missions, yes, but he didn't start the program. Anyway, Jack moves on to dinosaurs, and it gets a bit more interesting from here.
It's interesting, the conspiracies that we've been talking about so far, there's a lot of incentive structures, like reasons that the government would want to push these narratives for their own benefit. But one that you talked about, and you haven't gone into it too much in depth, but you don't believe dinosaurs are real.
Wait. I thought this was gonna be like dinosaurs and man walked the earth together. No, she doesn't even believe they're real. Oh God.
So this is a funny one. So this is one of the ones where I'm like, gut. I'm not kidding. This conversation happened and it was so funny. I was just walking with Savannah, my manager, because we do like these little evening walks, and I just looked up to her and I was like, dinosaurs? That seems pretty fake and gay.
Fake and gay. Dinosaurs seem fake and gay. I don't know. I heard kids today going, last one to the top of the snow hill is gay. And I'm like, are we in the 90s? I'm... Yeah, that's right. The edgelord Kekistan shit. Yeah, you're right. This is... Why do people who don't understand things just automatically assume they're fake? I just don't understand that.
Really? The concept of dinosaurs is not only fake to you, but they also have a sexuality? Right.
She's like, Savannah's from Tennessee. She's like, I've never believed in dinosaurs. Like, literally, everyone thinks there's like some conspiracy behind it. I was like, that was how it started.
I've never believed in dinosaurs. Your manager actually said the words, I've never believed in dinosaurs. Where do you find these people? How do these people function?
And I was like, what on earth? You rawr. I'm like, it's funny because people will literally say they don't believe in God, but then tell them like dinosaurs aren't real and they fall apart. Like, I'm like,
yeah, because there are literal fossils for dinosaurs, Candace. I've yet to fucking hear of actual proof of God. Where's... What... Are there... Quickly, let's go level St. Peter's Basilica and see if there's any bones underneath it. Well, we're gonna have to DNA test them all. Under the church. Christians are Vulcans.
I'm like, okay, so they're just roaming the planet. And I was like, that's really interesting. But then, because I got into and very much subscribe and believe and know to be true that it is...
How many drugs has she took? I don't know, Ghost Dog.
There is a Christ conspiracy that's happening right now, which is the intentional removal of Christ because they want people not to believe in God, but instead to believe in humans.
Yeah, that's called people going about their daily lives, not worried about a deity. It's not...
So dinosaurs can exist and you can also believe in God. I'm just saying that is a thing that can be...
Antichrist, it's just a non-belief.
Well, that is what evolutionary theory was about. Because rather than making human beings believe that they had a creator, there was no concept of a dinosaur until 1850. That's very recent.
Yeah, because we didn't discover their fucking bones until then. There was no concept of antibiotics until 1950. Does that mean they're also fake and gay?
Now, here's a theory.
Pardon?
Just a quick tangent.
Okay.
Something I've been thinking about lately a lot. When it comes to the concept of, remember we were talking about every nation has dragons?
Mm-hmm.
Like somewhere there's a reference to a dragon somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Could it have just been that those ancient civilizations found dinosaur bones?
Maybe.
Or they found, like, what's it called? Archaeopteryx or whatever? Like late stage dinosaurs that were left over? Because we're still talking 10,000 up to 30,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So end of the Ice Age time when things were thawing out. Who knows? But it's the fact that we're about 99.999% sure dragons were not real, but every civilization has references to dragons.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Well, there are even like the giant terror birds that came after dinosaurs.
Yeah, some of them still existed during the last Permian Ice Age, right?
Yeah.
So,
like,
that's just a theory I thought I'd toss in there. It's just something I've been thinking about lately.
Right.
Because it's one that crosses my mind. It's always crossed my mind a lot. Is what if, like, yeah, we all know it was what's his name in 1857 or whatever, 75 something, that discovered the first dinosaur fossil on that mountainside. I remember that from the Heritage Minutes.
Yeah.
But see, we learned our Canadian history on television. So.
His first dino bone was 1677. First description of a dino was 1824.
There we go.
From Cannibalistic. So.
My point still stands.
Still.
I'm still keeping my points in order. Dates don't matter on this because it's over 50 years. Or, is it 50? No, sorry, my rule's always 100.
But still, it's like for her to sit there and be like, they weren't even a concept until this time. It's like, so what?
But the concept to me, see that the argument for that against the concept is the concept of why did other civilizations already have dragons as symbols of different reasons, all the way back to like the ancient Chinese.
Yeah.
So just a thought. That's my 2 cents.
Right. That's the first time they were like, we actually think that there were these reptiles that are roaming the planet, and then within that same decade, they were like dinosaur bones, and they started finding them everywhere. I'm like, okay, so nobody found this.
Again, not true. The word dinosaur came after the discovery of dinosaur bones. And Richard Owen coined the phrase in 1842. The first dinosaur bones, the very first ones, were found 200 years before that.
And then suddenly there's entire museums, and in China they have...
Yes, suddenly. Just like that. Just museums just sprang out of the ground, Candace.
Actually been caught manufacturing dinosaur bones many times over, and it is the case that dinosaur bones, for whatever reason, are always just found by the paleontologists. Like, it's not like you and me walking outside. I'm like, hey, a dinosaur bone.
Yeah, because they're fossils, dude. They're not just lying all over the ground. It's not like fucking the meteor just hit. Oh, wait, you probably don't even believe in those, do you?
And, or by somebody who's related to a paleontologist. It's very strange.
A farmer found the first ever Argentinosaurus bone. And that's just one example. There's many more. Again, that was not true.
Anyways, I don't know for sure.
But you think the incentive structure there is to move away from God?
Well, they want you to believe that God isn't real, that like the theory of evolution, like you're an ape. What happened was just over time, like you used to be a little chimpanzee, but then with time, this is why you learned about theory of evolution, Homo sapien, Australopithecus.
Homo sapien? Did she just say Homo sapien?
Used to be a little chimpanzee, but then with time, this is why you learned about theory of evolution, Homo sapien, Australopithecus, but then...
She did. She did! It's Homo sapien.
And we were Homo erectus, and now you're a human being.
No. No.
Isn't that the definition of Satanism?
Yeah.
Like to believe that like Earth is the kingdom? Kind of?
Yes, and that is what these people were pushing. And so once you...
What the fuck?
Remember how we respected her? Remember she was respected by the skeptic community?
Yeah.
That makes this funnier.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Start to realize that Satanism is real, that these people who created everything that we...
Yeah. Yeah, the skeptics that went all godlike. Yep.
View in Western society to be real, believed in Satan, right?
But Satan is equally as fictional. They are also incorrect. And on top of that, I know several people that are religious, believe in God, and understand that dinosaurs were real.
Yes. In fact, a lot of the old school paleontologists were Christians.
You're talking as if the only people that understand dinosaurs were real are atheists. They're not.
They know God's real, and yet they're convincing everyone that God isn't. And so when you speak to people that are super rational out of school, you're like, well, the evolutionary theory makes sense. So it makes sense to you that you started as a chimpanzee. Like, that's a faith, buddy. It makes sense to you. And if you say to them, like, of course you went to the moon, then you start talking.
Really? So it's a faith that we can literally dig up skulls of apes going back millions of years and see the changes in where their eyes are positioned, and see the changes in the way their faces are, and see the changes in their hands. All of that.
Talking about basic science, but they don't actually know. They can't talk to you about Van Allen belt. They don't know anything. It's a faith.
And you don't know these things either, Candice, which is why you're wrong.
Like, they have asserted, and what's interesting, even that, going to the moon, the Bible talks about a firmament. And if the firmament in the Bible, if you look at that, you would go, okay, well, it says that as below, so above, and this is how God created it. So if the Bible is real, which I know in my heart to be true.
If the Bible is real, which I know in my heart to be true. Okay, that is not the same as knowing dinosaurs are real. To get a bone to fossilize takes a few very specific conditions to happen to it, so they ain't very common. No. No, they're not. Also, the guy that found the dinosaur bone in 1677 thought it was the leg bone from a giant human. Yep. He did.
There's no way we got past this firmament.
Yeah.
Again, there are plenty of people on this earth who are religious, believe in God, and understand that we went to the moon.
Yep.
But it's interesting because, once you start to realize that all of it is about countering everything that is in the Bible, right? You have a creator. No. Evolutionary theory is real, actually. What happened was a meteor hit, and I don't know, like, the meteor hit and wiped out the dinosaurs, but then, like, the lizards came. I don't even really, when you get down to even just thinking about that, you're like...
Yeah, you don't understand it. That's why you're making up all this bullshit, Candace. That's why you're saying stuff like dinosaurs are fake and gay.
Okay, so it wiped out the dinosaurs. And then what happened? They're like, well, then the amoeba was around, but then, like, little lizards are from that. I actually don't I have a lot of questions. I wish I was in 6th grade again, because they tell us all this stuff, like dinosaurs are like when you're in 2nd grade, and guys are like, yeah. Guys are the hardest about the dinosaur. They are dinosaur stands.
I love dinosaurs growing up.
I know. Boys love it. It's like a culture. So.
Oh my God. Candace. Are you okay? Like, she sounds so stupid. Oh my God, like, guys are so into dinosaurs when they're kids. Like, they're dinosaur stands. Like, oh my God. I don't get it.
When I said this on my show, I was like, dinosaurs are fake and gay. My producer, all the boys were like, no, you've taken it too far.
You've just openly admitted that you don't know enough about it, but then continue to say that they're fake. You see the issue here, Candice? I think we'll leave this one now and say that we're all done and dusted for another Tinfoil Tuesday. Let me know in the comments there what you thought of Candice's views. But for now, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching today. It truly is appreciated.
I feel incredibly stupid for having watched that. Oh my Lord. I can't believe that she used to be in the skeptic sphere. That is insane to me. I can't believe that. That she actually used to be respected by the skeptics, and that people still find her like respectable and watchable, and like she's so vapid. She's so vapid and so stupid and says just such stupid things. Like how, like she makes religious people seem absolutely retarded, which is unfortunate because that's not how all religious people are. As Simon Dan said, there are plenty of religious people that know we went to the moon. There are plenty of religious people that know dinosaurs existed. Like that's just, oh, it's so stupid. So stupid. I'm flabbergasted by that. Whoa, let's not drop the phone. Alright guys, it is 9:08. I am going to go and put my youngest to bed because I can hear that he is not outside, or not in bed yet. I will be back in a little bit for Twitch, and yes, I will actually be back for Twitch. And hopefully we can get the frickin' campaign finished, or not campaign, not the whole campaign, but Act 1 finished tonight. Hopefully I won't be wandering around the dungeon, and I will be talking and being entertaining and everything. So come by Twitch and watch the show. I hope to see you there. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed our little trip down the Asmongold rabbit hole. See you guys on Twitch in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody. Yes? Ooh. I just got some blueberry tea. But yes, thank you guys for watching, and I will be on Twitch in about an hour or so. Bye, guys.